Thank you, Chair. Thank you, everybody, for being here. My questions will be fairly quick. I want to focus on USMCA and how critical its consideration is for my home state of Ohio and the rest of our country. Ohio exports rely on trade with Canada and Mexico. They are two of our largest markets, with $28 billion exported to these two countries from our state last year. Canada and Mexico buy more U.S.-made goods than the United States' next 11 trading partners combined. To me, this is a no-brainer. We should be acting swiftly to kickstart the TPA process and begin consideration of USMCA. USITC report came back. It said, I believe, over 0.25% in GDP, over 170,000 jobs added to the economy, will lift all boats, in particular manufacturing and agriculture. I have yet to hear a single argument, not one, anywhere, from my colleagues on the other side of the aisle as to why they would not be willing to support this and why they do not want to see it on the House floor. I would love to hear somebody argue that. I've heard a lot about how much we don't like President Trump from the other side. I understand that. But I've not heard any economic case whatsoever that we shouldn't be considering USMCA. It's a no-brainer, and I would love to hear somebody make that case. So let me ask a quick question from everybody on the panel. Yes or no, is USMCA an improvement over NAFTA? Start with Mr. Gray.
I think all in, on net, incrementally, that would be my judgment.
I would say yes, especially for the agriculture sector, yes.
Mr. Boyd?
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
I think it's a very modest improvement, but it should be voted because the alternative could be a withdrawal from NAFTA or USMCA, and therefore it should go ahead.
Thank you.
Yes, because it really updates NAFTA in very significant ways.
Thank you very much. And sort of a second point, obviously it has been a brutal year for farmers, absolutely brutal. In Ohio, we've had horrible weather, as you highlighted earlier, and the tariffs have hurt our farmers, absolutely, no argument for me on that. It is my belief, again back to USMCA, this makes us stronger in the negotiation against China. This gives certainty to our markets. Mr. Gray, would you agree with that assessment?
Yes, I think in substance and in the overall, in terms of process, this is worthwhile.
Thank you. And in closing, I want to go back to where I started. Somebody, please, on the other side of the aisle, make the argument against USMCA. This won't cost us a thing to vote on this bill. It's a massively important trade deal. Everybody on the panel, with the exception of Mr. Boyd, has suggested that it is a good idea that we go forward with it. I haven't met a single person in my district who is against the USMCA. Republican, Democrat, Independent. This is good for business. This is great for American jobs. It is great for manufacturing. It is great for agriculture. And I yield back.